All right, guys, episode 3 of the Church of Heaven on Earth. I want to tell you guys about a joke, an old Mexican joke that is called El Plop. I'm going to tell you the joke. Just stay with me, and then I'm going to tell you the moral of the story. Turned out, somewhere in a little town in Mexico, they put up a sign of El Plop, the plop. El Plop was coming to town. And people started wondering, what's going on with El Plop. And they said it was going to be at this park Saturday at 1500. So people out of curiosity started, talking about El Plop. And sure enough, they all gathered around. They all bought their tickets and went to the park that day. And someone comes out, the announcer comes out at the park and says, due to the high volume of turnout, El Plop is canceled. And we're going to cancel the date to a later date because we need a bigger park. So everyone was like, oh man, all right, we'll wait for El Plop. So next week, they go to a bigger park and all the tickets sell out and people are like really like excited to see El Plop. So they bought their hats of El Plop, they bought their shirts of El Plop, they had their flags, and the day of El Plop, they go to the park and everyone's like, El Plop, El Plop, El Plop. And it sold out. People started coming from all parts of the town to see El Plop. And and sure enough, the announcer comes out and says, guys, I'm really sorry. There's a bigger turnout. We need more space for El Plop, and we're going to have to cancel the date so we could go to a stadium where everyone fits and we could see El Plop there together and have enough space. So, all right, everyone goes back home and waits till next week. And sure enough, the day comes and the tickets are sold out. Everyone around the world is like, whoa, what's going on with El Plop? And the stadium fills up and everyone's chanting and cheering and screaming, El Plop, El Plop, El Plop. And because it filled up so much, they said, okay, we have to cancel it because due to regulations, we can't have so many people here, that we need to go to a soccer stadium, the biggest soccer stadium in Mexico. And there we'll be able to show you guys El Plop. So everyone goes back home, and fucking next week everyone shows up to El Estadio Azteca, the biggest stadium in Mexico. And it fills up. People are gathered around, lines down the parking lot. Everyone wants to see El Plop. And everyone has their shirts of El Plop, their flags, their bumper stickers, and this was going to be the day. So everyone gathers around and starts cheering, El Plop, El Plop, El Plop. And sure enough, a limo comes into the middle of the fucking stadium and says, behind me, we're going to present to you guys El Plop. And everyone goes crazy. Ah, finally, El Plop, El Plop, yeah. And so the fire department comes out and they're spraying the people down with their water hoses, and everyone's super excited about El Plop. And people are hugging each other and just ecstatic that El Plop was finally going to be seen. So the guy in the limo says, okay, the truck behind me is going to show you guys El Plop. And everyone's like, yeah, wow. Super excited. And so here comes a huge pickup truck with a platform on it and a guy standing in the back of it. And he says, are you guys ready for El Plop? And everyone's like, yeah, El Plop, El Plop, waving their flags with their hats, and everyone's excited about El Plop. And sure enough, he says, okay, here, I'm going to show you guys El Plop. So he gets a volunteer from the crowd to hold up the microphone for him. And he pulls out a cup, a little red cup filled with water. and he drops a marble in it. Plop. And the crowd goes wild. El Plop, El Plop, El Plop. Really stupid fucking joke. But the beauty I find in that joke is how everyone was so excited, even though it was all manipulation and everything. Everyone united. They bought the hats, they bought everything, and they were all together in on El Plop, which is, you know, a bad joke, but it shows the beauty of unity. And that's what we're missing today. We're missing El Plop, people. With all these different things we have to divide us, we have nothing to unite under. Nothing. Every time there's something that separates us. And it could be something so simple that we could unite under. You know, for example, in that joke, the example was El Plop. And out here, it's always the opposite. Always trying to divide. Always trying to find some kind of segregation, some kind of way to turn the people against each other. When all we need is one little thing to unite under. One little movement that everyone could agree on. But it's always the opposite, man. It's always the opposite. Oh, man, these guys want this, and I don't want that. And, you know, we have to vote for this. And if you don't vote our way, you know, we need something basic, people. Something that we could all agree on. You know, I wish it could be heaven on earth and everyone would be like, oh, shit, heaven on earth. Yeah, it's coming. You know, this and that. And blow, and blow. But we have nothing, guys. And that's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. El Plop. Just something so basic. We need to find something that we could unite under. You know, everyone thinks, oh, God, oh, Trump, oh, fucking Celine Dion or some bullshit. But it's just, all we need is something basic, a basic idea that we could all have in common. And under that, build the better quality of life. I don't know. We could call it El Plop movement. And just unite, man. Be one. Because that's what's missing today. That's what we need. Be amongst all the chaos, all the riots, we need to find the beauty in each other. That's something we forgot about. So I invite you guys to think of something that we could all agree on. I don't know, maybe this movement should be called El Plop. And we could all just fucking... we could all wear our little hats, our little shirts, or wave our flags. El Plop, El Plop. Just something so basic, so stupid that we could just all agree on. There's nothing that we could agree on. Everyone has some kind of fucking argument with their superior complex of why they're right and you're wrong and you're inferior. Just all we need is something basic to unite under. And that's it, guys. All right, that's episode 3. I want to tell you guys about El Plop. Going on to episode 4. Thank you, guys.